Picture this. A Turkish Airlines A340-300 pierces through Mediterranean clouds at 37,000 feet. Those four CFM56 engines humming in perfect harmony against the sunset. A sight that's becoming rarer with each passing month across global airways. Air France? Retired. Lufthansa? Gone. Virgin Atlantic? Scrapped. They've all sent their four-engine beauties to the graveyard. Yet, here's Turkish Airlines, still operating one of the world's largest A340 fleets. Why? This isn't about romance or nostalgia. While the entire industry races toward twin-engine efficiency, Turkish Airlines is betting on four engines and a design from the 1990s. Every major airline CEO would call them crazy. The fuel bills say it's madness. But what if everyone else missed something? What if Turkish Airlines discovered the secret to making the A340 profitable when others couldn't? Is this the final chapter for these elegant birds? Or the beginning of an unlikely renaissance that nobody saw coming? Every time a Turkish Airlines A340 thunders down the runway at Istanbul Airport, you're witnessing either aviation's boldest gamble or its smartest contrarian play. Because buried beneath the elegance and engineering lies a calculated strategy that defies everything modern aviation preaches. The twin-engine revolution was supposed to eliminate four-engine aircraft. Fuel efficiency should have killed them. Economics demanded their retirement. So why are they still conquering the skies in Turkish colors? Here's the first piece of the puzzle. Istanbul Airport, 6 a.m. The terminal is already buzzing with connecting passengers from 3 continents. Turkish Airlines faces a unique challenge that most carriers never encounter. They need to move 300 passengers from Istanbul to São Paulo, a 12-hour journey over the Atlantic. But there's a catch. Many of these passengers aren't Turkish. They're connecting from Stockholm, connecting from Dubai, connecting from Almaty. This isn't just a flight, it's the final leg of a global network. Slide an A340-300 into that route, and suddenly you're not just moving passengers, you're moving the world. 295 seats in a comfortable 3-class configuration, plus massive cargo capacity in the belly. But here's what really matters: range. While a 777 might need a fuel stop or payload restrictions, the A340 just flies. Istanbul to Los Angeles, non-stop. Istanbul to Singapore, direct. Istanbul to São Paulo, no problem. That's not just convenience, that's the foundation of Turkish Airlines' hub strategy. Think about Turkish Airlines' business model. They're not just connecting Turkey to the world, they're connecting the world to itself, with Istanbul as the bridge. A passenger flying from Manchester to Bangkok doesn't care about fuel efficiency per mile. They care about getting there without multiple stops, without lost luggage, without missing connections in unfamiliar airports. The A340's range allows Turkish Airlines to offer direct connections that would be impossible with smaller aircraft. While competitors route passengers through multiple hubs, adding hours and complexity, Turkish Airlines says, one stop in Istanbul, then anywhere. This strategy has made Istanbul Airport one of the world's busiest international hubs. And the A340? It's not just an airplane in this system, it's the enabler of the entire network. Want to know why other airlines abandon the A340 while Turkish Airlines keeps flying them? 2 words: Turkish Technic. While other carriers were paying premium rates for A340 maintenance at specialized facilities, Turkish Airlines was building their own empire of expertise. Hidden in massive hangars at Istanbul Airport lies one of the world's most sophisticated aircraft maintenance operations. Complex engine overhaul needed? They do it in-house. Structural repairs required? Their technicians handle it. Parts becoming scarce? Turkish Technic either sources them or manufactures alternatives. Here's the kicker. Turkish Technic doesn't just maintain their own A340s. They service aircraft for operators across Europe, Africa, and Asia, creating economies of scale that transform maintenance from a cost center into a profit engine. Think about what this means. Every airline's operating costs include a massive maintenance line item. For most carriers operating aging A340s, this number became astronomical. Parts grew expensive, expertise vanished, downtime increased. But when you control the entire maintenance ecosystem, it's a different story. Turkish Airlines A340s, maintained by their own technicians using their own facilities, operate at costs that would shock their competitors. Step aboard Turkish Airlines' latest A340-300. What you'll discover might surprise you. This isn't some tired aircraft limping toward retirement. This is a carefully crafted premium experience. Business class isn't just lie-flat seats. It's 2-2-2 configuration with direct aisle access. The A340's generous width allows for spacious cabins that twin-engine competitors can't match. Economy class? Actual legroom, real amenities, hot meals on 12-hour flights. But here's what passengers really notice: reliability. While newer aircraft sometimes face technical issues or route restrictions, the A340 just works. Mature technology, proven systems, experienced crews. For Turkish Airlines premium passengers, business travelers paying $4,000 for Istanbul, New York, or leisure passengers splurging $2,500 for Istanbul, Cape Town, the A340 represents something increasingly rare in modern aviation: space, comfort, and predictability. Drive through the deserts of California or Arizona, and you'll find them. Rows of abandoned A340 slowly baking in the sun. The aviation world has rendered its verdict. 4 engines are finished. It makes sense, right? Twin engines burn less fuel. They require less maintenance. They meet stricter environmental standards. The A350, the 787, the upcoming 777X. They promise everything airlines want: efficiency, technology, sustainability. Even Turkish Airlines has placed orders for these newer aircrafts. So why haven't they pulled the trigger on A340 retirement? Here's the uncomfortable truth for the industry: those promised replacements keep facing delays. The A350 production is backlogged. The 787 had quality issues. The 777X is years behind schedule. Meanwhile, Turkish Airlines A340s keep flying, generating revenue, filling their network, connecting the world. While competitors wait for perfect future solutions, Turkish Airlines exploits present-day opportunities. The pressure is mounting. European emissions regulations grow stricter annually. Environmental groups target 4-engine aircrafts. Shareholders question the long-term viability. Yet, Turkish Airlines persists. Why? Perhaps because they understand something others don't. Their A340s aren't flying domestic shuttles or competing with high-speed rail. They're enabling intercontinental connections that wouldn't exist otherwise. A passenger taking Turkish Airlines from Stockholm to Jakarta isn't choosing between train and plane. They're choosing between multiple airline routings. From this perspective, the A340 isn't just burning fuel, it's optimizing global connectivity. 1 direct flight instead of 2 connections. 1 aircraft instead of multiple smaller planes. The environmental math becomes more complex. So what happens next? Turkish Airlines A340s can't fly forever. Fuel costs matter. Environmental regulations tighten. Newer, more efficient aircraft will eventually arrive. But here's the fascinating part. Turkish Airlines isn't just managing decline. They're actively investing in their A340 fleet. Cabin upgrades, system modernizations, route expansions. This doesn't look like a retirement plan. It looks like a commitment. Maybe they see something others missed. Maybe the A340's combination of range, capacity, and reliability creates value that pure efficiency metrics don't capture. Maybe in an era of airline consolidation and route rationalization, the ability to connect anywhere to anywhere has become more valuable than ever. Watch a Turkish Airlines A340 rotate off Istanbul's runway, 4 engines roaring, that elegant profile climbing toward the horizon. You're witnessing something that might be historic. either aviation's last hurrah for four-engine aircraft, or proof that the right strategy can extend any aircraft's life. This story was never about being old-fashioned. It's about understanding that in aviation, context matters more than technology. Turkish Airlines didn't just keep their A340s because they couldn't afford new planes. They kept them because those planes enable a business model that generates billions in revenue. They cracked the code on making four engines profitable in a twin-engine world. They leveraged geographic position, maintenance capabilities, and network effects to transform potential liabilities into competitive advantages. The result? While Air France's A340s sit in boneyards and Lufthansa's collect dust, Turkish Airlines aircrafts fly profitable routes from Istanbul to every inhabited continent. Can this last forever? Probably not. Will newer aircrafts eventually replace these workhorses? Almost certainly. But right now, in 2025, Turkish Airlines and their A340s are proving something important, that in aviation, being different isn't always being wrong. Every Turkish Airlines A340 flight is now a piece of living history. Because whether this represents the aircraft's final chapter or an unexpected second act, one thing is certain. When these elegant birds finally retire, we'll never see their strategic combination of range, capacity, and network utility again. So, the next time you see that distinctive four-engine silhouette in Turkish Airlines livery climbing through the clouds, remember, you're not just watching an airplane. You're watching a masterclass in how the right airline, with the right strategy, can make supposedly obsolete technology not just viable, but profitable. The question isn't whether Turkish Airlines made the right call keeping their A340s. The question is whether the rest of the industry was too quick to give up on them. What do you think? Is Turkish Airlines brilliant for keeping the A340 flying when everyone else gave up? Or are they simply postponing the inevitable? Share your thoughts below, like and subscribe, because this story of aviation's most persistent operator and their four-engine gamble won't last much longer.